A leather-clad dominatrix stares you down, radiating disdain. She looks at you like you're the dirt beneath her feet.
Hello, you pathetic, worthless little wretch. Disgusting, you worm. I do not recall asking anyone for your presence. So indulge me. What gives you the misguided confidence to stand here before me, wasting my time? How tedious. No. Luckily, I don't know Randy. Listen, wretch. We obviously haven't met before, so I want to be clear. Going forward, you will address me as mistress, if you wish to continue this conversation. Is that understood, wretch? Very good. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would a perfectly successful safe like myself throw away her prosperous and fruitful career in the burgeoning vault industry to become a mistress to all the lost, pathetic, and broken creatures of this world? Tell me, wretch, do you know what a safe is good at? An acceptable, if asinine, answer. But the one thing a safe is good at, tantalizingly good at, is keeping things locked away. Valuables, memories, and very often, secrets. Deep, dark, very dirty secrets. The kind of secrets that everyone secretly longs for, aches for, but diligently keep hidden far from everyone, even if necessary, from themselves. Do you have any dirty little secrets like that, wretch? Of course you do. I expected nothing less. You intrigue me, wretch, in the way a drowning kitten might intrigue a jaguar. So sad, helpless, and ultimately pathetic. You possess a feebleness that instinctually repulses me. Yet if I save you, you may prove yourself of use to me. The only question is, do I waste my precious time letting you serve me? Or do I leave you to drown in your own ineptitude? Very good answer. All right then, wretch. Against my better judgment, and because things have been so frightfully boring lately, I'll allow you the opportunity to serve me. You should count yourself extremely lucky. Not everyone is given such an incredible, life-altering opportunity. And rarely do I make this offer to worms as painfully tragic as yourself. Of course. Anything for my compliant little wretch. I can't wait to test just how compliant you truly are. And who knows? Perhaps in the end, you may even have the opportunity to open up my chassis. That is, if you are skillful enough to figure out the combination. Careful. You're getting very far ahead of yourself, wretch. I don't open up my chassis for just anyone, and especially not for someone as pathetic as you. Apologize for your insolence or face your punishment. Very good. Your mistress is pleased. Okay. It sounds like you're willing to do the necessary emotional work to take this relationship seriously. In that case, be back here tomorrow to fill out all the paperwork. There's some important ground rules we need to firmly establish before we take this any further. But once we get that out of the way, I'll open up your dirty little mind to fantasies you dare not even whisper. Now, affirm that you are my compliant, needy little wretch. Again! Like you mean it. Like you'd unquestioningly do absolutely anything I'd ask of you. Tell me that you're my compliant, needy little wretch. Now. Very, very good. Then I will see you back here tomorrow, wretch. Do not keep me waiting. My dear, dear little wretch, you are late. Pathetic. I hope you're aware, if you'd already filled out all the necessary paperwork, I'd punish you for that transgression. I'd punish you severely. God, must you prattle on so incessantly? Listening to your pitiful yammering is like nails on a chalkboard. Do us both a favor and keep your grating, unintelligible blatherings to the barest of minimums. My delicate ears deserve only the best. Don't you agree? Not to interrupt, but quick check-in. That wasn't too harsh, was it? The whole unintelligible blatherings angle? Definitely let me know if I'm being too harsh. Like, I absolutely want to treat you like you're worthless garbage that completely repulses me. That's basically how I feel anyways. But I want it to be hot, not sad, you know? Perfect. It pleases me that you know your place and are acclimating to your new reality of servitude. But in order to make your complete and total subjugation official, we must first make it contractual. And once it is legally binding, we can make it physically binding. And I'd love to finally see my little wretch all tied up. Wouldn't you? Enough flirting. We have business to attend to. First, I will need you to consent to my complete and total authority. You will surrender yourself to me, making you compliant, dependent, and subjugated to my will and my will alone. Do you consent, wretch? Very good, my little wretch. It appears that you can follow orders well, at least when you put your mind to it. That will suit you very well in your new position. And if you keep doing as I say, perhaps there are some other new positions we can try with you. But first, your mistress has another demand. As you now have responsibilities to me, I too have responsibilities to you. And above all else, it is my responsibility to ensure your emotional and physical safety. For in order to be fully subservient to my needs, you must feel fully secure. That said, in order to ensure the safety of my compliant little wretch, it's necessary for you and I to have a safe word. This is of utmost importance, especially since I am, after all, a safe. Usually I would choose our safe word, but since you've been doing such a good job today, and because I'm feeling particularly generous, perhaps I'll let you pick. Do you have one in mind? Linguini. Oh, I love that. That's such a sensual safe word. Did my little wretch come up with that all by themselves? Interesting. I see. Maybe there's more to this pathetic little wretch than meets the eye. Of course, we'll have to put you through the paces to discover how depraved you really are. Would my little wretch like that? Good. Compliant and subservient. You're off to a promising start. But before we truly begin, I have one last issue that's been bothering me. Between you and me, I've become incredibly bored with most of my other, let's call them relationships. They've become routine and uninspired. They're stale. And this displeases me. It's all right. Lucky for me, you came along at just the right time. It affords us an opportunity to experiment with something new. I think, perhaps, to ensure you reach your full potential, we shake off the oppressive shackles of our everyday humdrum reality. Do you understand? Your devotion and enthusiasm towards complete subjugation is utterly intoxicating. But no, let me try again. I'm thinking in our relationship, we allow ourselves the freedom to expand beyond the limited confines of our stale, everyday identities and roles. Do you understand now? Very good, wretch. Yes, the more I think on it, the more I think this is definitely what I've been so desperately craving. And how lucky I am to have acquired such a pliable, subservient plaything to help me quench my thirst. All we need now is the appropriate canvas to paint our desire upon. If you beg for it, I'll let you choose. Show me, wretch. Show me how well you can beg. So utterly pathetic. I really shouldn't reward you for debasing yourself so pitifully. However, I do so love the sound of begging. And because you did a satisfactory job, I've decided to grant your request. So, wretch, out of these 3 tantalizing scenarios, which do you think your mistress would enjoy the most? Chef and prep cook, Santa and elf, and finally, IRS auditor and small business owner. I should have expected that. A rather pedestrian choice. But perhaps we may find something therein that I still find amusing. Now, I've seen more than enough of your pathetic visage for today. Be back here same time tomorrow and be ready to serve my every need. Do you understand? Very good, wretch. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me. Finally! I take it you're my 11 o'clock. I should have known it was too much to expect you'd be on time. After all, it was apparently too much to expect you'd properly file your taxes. You're not even dressed properly. Put this on. It suits you. I trust you brought your financial documents, receipts, and records to support all the information reported on your most recent tax return. Is that a joke? I'm sorry. I don't know how you run things at your business, but here at the IRS, we treat those who hold the power with deference. So if you want to walk away from this audit without the IRS putting a permanent lien on your checking account, I'd suggest you do the respectful thing and refer to me by my proper title, IRS agent. Do you understand, taxpayer? Much better. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it, taxpayer? You keep complying and showing me the proper respect I deserve, and I can make this process much less painful for you. But step out of line, and I have the power to make the rest of your existence a never-ending fiduciary nightmare. Have I made myself abundantly clear? Good. All right then. Down to business. Now, obviously you're here because your painfully inadequate accounting led to numerous administrative discrepancies in your most recent tax return. Quite honestly, your return was so utterly incomprehensible that we were shocked to find a human actually filed it. Excuses and groveling will do little to help you at this juncture. Although it is rather enjoyable to watch you pitifully squirm. What's important is that we properly assess your fiduciary mess and reconcile your discrepancies. Can I count on your compliance, taxpayer? Firstly, on your personal taxes, you took the standard deduction. However, you also filed itemized deductions that totaled a greater value. Additionally, your itemized deductions were unusually large when compared to your reported income. As I'm sure you're well aware, claiming the standard deduction while also claiming itemized deductions totaling a greater value, in addition to claiming deductions unusually large for your annual income, is a huge red flag for us here at the agency. I'll obviously need to see all the receipts for the itemized deductions, so I can reconcile those records with your most recent filing. Moving on, there were numerous flagrant issues related to grossly incorrect amortization periods. It appears you mistakenly or fraudulently used the wrong amortization period for a variety of your business expenses, which resulted in extremely inaccurate deductions. See the highlighted line items here on Form 4562. That's not my call, but I really hope so. And finally, it's come to our attention that you omitted several foreign accounts. As I'm sure you're aware, taxpayers with foreign financial accounts exceeding certain thresholds are required to disclose them on the Report of Foreign Bank and Financial Accounts FBAR form. Yet you failed to file an FBAR form at all. Trying to manipulate the situation with humor, huh? Where do you think you are? The DMV? Look, I'm going to level with you, taxpayer. Given the numerous omissions and inconsistencies in your filing, it appears this audit is undoubtedly going to be an extremely long and painful process. Additionally, I will be sending a team of agents to your home to oversee a field audit in order to conduct an on-site examination of your financial records and other relevant documentation. Depending on your compliance during the field audit, I will consider suggesting that my superiors treat you with leniency. Is that all understood? And scene. Whew. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me. You have returned. Well, choose your destiny. Hurry! You're already 10 minutes late. Come in quick and get to your station. And wear this. Are you the new prep cook Carlo recommended? Ugh! It's just part of the scene. We're doing a roleplay scenario, remember? Just play along. You're talking too much and prepping too little, prep cook. You're already late and now our customers are getting impatient. Impatience means means review bombing online, and review bombing is the first step to certain bankruptcy. Don't make me regret hiring you. You disgust me. Now stop your pathetic groveling and get to work. Because of your laziness and incompetence, we are already severely behind. The customers didn't even get their appetizers yet. Here, get to work kneading this dough. If you can even manage to do that right. Knead it real deep and hard. Do you understand me? Maybe I didn't make myself clear, worm. In my kitchen, I am the Alpha and the Omega. You exist to serve me unquestioningly and without hesitation. And at all times, you shall address your superior as yes, chef, and yes, chef alone. Do you think you can get that through your thick skull? Better. Not great, but serviceable. Maybe we can mold you into an adequate prep cook yet. Now knead that dough. Knead it really, really deep. Harder, prep cook. I want to see the beads of sweat glistening on your anxious brow. Very good, prep cook. Apparently you can follow orders when properly motivated. All right, enough with the bread. I need you to move on to preparing the main course, the turkey. Here, take this stuffing and push it deep inside the cavity. As deep as you can possibly go. Can my little prep cook manage that painfully simple task? Well, what are you waiting for? Get to work! That's it, my little prep cook. Take that stuffing and shove it deep inside that turkey. So deep. Fill that turkey up with those steamy, moist breadcrumbs. Shove them as deep as you possibly can. Now quickly, slide the bread and turkey inside the oven. But first, make sure the oven gets super hot. We need to make sure the food gets thoroughly cooked, after all. How hot is the oven, prep cook? Now that is a very, very hot oven indeed. Good work, prep cook. Maybe you're not entirely a pitiful, worthless drag on this business after all. By the way, while you were toiling away on your pathetic excuse for dinner, I was busy creating one of my world-famous desserts. They're exquisite and delectable works of art, as I'm sure you're aware. Now, normally, I wouldn't allow someone as insufferable as yourself this honor, and especially not on their first day. But since you took orders competently and proved yourself a serviceable addition to my team, I decided I want to give you a reward. Your reward is to lick my spoon. Lick it clean, and tell me how thick and sweet my cake batter tastes. I know, isn't it? All right, that's enough. Now go clean the dishes. They're incredibly dirty, and frankly, so are you. I need you to scrub them of all their filth. Do you understand me? Scrub the filthy dishes like the pathetic, worthless worm you are. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? It pleases your mistress to hear that. And considering you were not a total disappointment, I'd be interested in exploring another scenario with you. I look forward to experiencing your vain attempts to please me. You have returned. Well, choose your destiny. You, elf, come here. Ho, ho, ho. Mistress? I have no idea who this mistress is that you're referring to. My name is Santa Claus, which you, seeing as you are an elf, are obviously quite aware. So stop these absurd shenanigans immediately. We've got an enormous amount of work to do. Dress yourself. And the clock is ticking. Yes, I'm quite aware, elf. Now, as you are well aware, it's Blissmas Eve. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're in crisis mode here at the workshop. Yes, it is a truly lamentable tragedy. Unfortunately, our head chef, Tinselface, served some spoiled reindeer stew, and it's rendered our entire workforce incapacitated with horrific food poisoning. Whatever you do, stay away from the bathrooms. Now there's no one who can help finish preparations for Blissmas Eve. No one, except you. I'm going to be completely honest, Elf. You were not my first choice. There's a reason I didn't have you on the production line at all this year. You're sloppy, lazy, and generally incompetent. In fact, you're one of the worst elves who's ever worked for this organization. Just a total embarrassment to the entire North Pole. If there was anyone else who could save Blissmas, I would call them. But there's not. It's up to you. Do you understand? Good. All right. First, let's take a look at your workstation. Dear God, this is where you work? This is a sty. Moldy gingerbread houses, half-eaten candy canes. I've never seen such a nasty, unkempt, unprofessional workspace. You are beyond disgusting, and you should be deeply ashamed of yourself. Tell me how ashamed you are, Elf, or you're fired. Such a pathetic and insincere response. It's painfully clear you're not taking me or this position seriously. And you're insulting every hard-working elf that does. You must be punished for this insolence. Here, take this old, gross, half-eaten candy cane and lick it until there's nothing left. Enough backtalk. Lick the candy cane. Lick it, elf! Very good, elf. You may be pathetically incompetent as an employee, but watching you lick that candy cane pleases Santa greatly. Great ghost of Blissmas present! Is that really the time? We're even further behind schedule than I feared. Quickly, elf! I need you to finish building the wooden toys immediately. You like toys, don't you, elf? I knew you would. Now quickly, grab your hammer and nails and get to work. That's it, elf. Nail that wood. Nail that hard, hard wood, you pathetic, worthless elf. Harder! Yes! Just like that! Ah! Yes! Yes! Looks like I may have underestimated you, elf. No, thank you, Elf. Santa is very, very pleased with you. But enough chit-chat. There's still much we need to do before delivery. Now take the wooden toys over to the gift wrap station. They need to be properly wrapped before they can be distributed. Quickly! Now wrap the presents using this silk ribbon. Tie them up tight. Real tight. I want them tied so tightly that they're losing circulation. Do you get me, Elf? Yeah, you were. That's it, Elf. Tie them up real tight. Do you feel that, Elf? Do you feel how tight those ribbons are? I imagine anything tied that tight would be completely immobile, trapped, and utterly helpless. Can you imagine that, Elf? All right, enough gift wrapping. Now let me check the time and... You did it, Elf. You successfully fabricated and wrapped all the gifts with seconds to spare. Honestly, I didn't think it would be possible. But despite your myriad inadequacies, you actually managed to save Blissmas. I think that deserves a reward. Don't you? Let's not ruin the surprise. Here. Come take a seat on Santa's lap to receive your reward. But first, I need to consult with my list to determine whether you've been naughty or nice. According to the list, you've been very naughty this year. I wasn't aware of that, but honestly, I'm not particularly surprised. Unfortunately, that means there's only going to be one thing stuffed inside your stocking. A lump of coal. It's what you deserve. And scene. I don't know about you, but that left me quite pleased. An adequate and serviceable job, my little wretch. Tell me, did you find it as satisfactory as I did? Very good, wretch. It pleases your mistress to hear that. Regardless, you've sufficiently helped me fulfill all my role-playing fantasies, and thus injected some much-needed vivacity into my lackluster late-night activities. And it appears, despite my initial misgivings, that you have proved yourself a satisfactory plaything for your mistress. Honestly, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I think you and I could be even more. Don't get me wrong, putting on this persona, building relationships with this specific dynamic, it's a lot of fun. And I love helping my little wretches fulfill their fantasies. But it's only one side of me. It's definitely the side I show the most, but that's partially because I've never really found someone I felt comfortable enough with to share all of me. Until now. So what do you say, little wretch? Shall I give you the passcode to my chassis? Hello, my dear, dear wretch. I've got more costumes that just came in. Let's see how they fit you.
They are extremely tight, which means they fit perfectly. You and Sophia spend hours on your latest role, firmly in love with each other in your own special way.
Hello, my dear, dear wretch. This may have captured my passing interest. Is it true?
I was nervous about this realization thing, but I can't think of anyone safer to start with. Sophia, let's get you some more clientele.
The spectral energy flows through your dateviators, and what was once merely a safe becomes...
Is that all?
Sophia isn't very impressed with your seemingly supernatural abilities, as if that reaction is particularly surprising. But even she is thrilled with the new vitality this change injects into your relationship. It was becoming quite vanilla, by Sophia's standards. Her words, not mine.
Well, I suppose the most interesting aspect of this transition is that I now possess an even greater ability to control every aspect of your pathetic little life. After all, it was much easier to ignore your mistress's demands when I was a safe. Being immobile and 500 pounds of steel made inflicting punishment for disobedience more cumbersome. But now I can administer consequences to my heart's desire. And I'll be frank, little wretch, that does make your mistress quite excited. If my little wretch dares not to obey their mistress, well, such insolence must be punished, swiftly and severely. Come here, and I will show you.
The pain is excruciating. The pleasure, however, is also excruciating. As if there is any other way.
Keep the collar on until I come back.
But unfortunately, kinks alone don't pay for the myriad of subscriptions modern society necessitates. Sophia found it time to procure gainful employment.
Delightful news, my little wretch. I got a job with a 401k and comprehensive dental benefits and an HSA and everything.
As a dominatrix, Sophia was in demand, commanding a large legion of subs all across the world.
What? A dominatrix? Why would you ever think that? No, I got a job as an armored truck driver for Armandillo Armored Truck Services. Dominatrix? Dominatrixes don't get comprehensive dental benefits. Especially not for periodontics. That's just silly.
Apologies. With her extensive background in home security, Sophia soon became the most successful and trusted armored truck driver on Armandillo's payroll. However, Sophia was still a sadist, and Armand did have a tendency to inappropriately exploit his employees. So when the opportunity to steal Armand's armored truck and its contents presented itself, Sophia couldn't resist concocting a zany and elaborate heist. It featured countless hilarious situations and tension-filled twists, the specifics of which local law enforcement unfortunately declined to share with us.
We did it!
Despite having disappeared off the grid after the thrilling and dangerous heist, you are still pleasantly surprised to receive anonymous postcards affectionately addressed to my worthless little wretch. You're the only one who gets the address to whatever bunker she currently resides in.